Hello everyone, I thought I would talk about Slack because it's the only collaboration tool I've found from the last discussion that is really fairly universal. Slack is a chat stroke collaboration stroke sharing service that runs on the interweb, and you also download it as an app for a number of different clients, so things like PCs, Macs and mobile phones. The easiest way to think of this is it's like some kind of revved up version of the chat that we used to have in the olden days of Web 2.0 in the early noughties. One thing that's particularly nice about this, I think, from an academic perspective and from a student perspective, is that it has a freemium model. So you don't have to pay to use Slack, you just have to pay to use some of the more useful features, which tends to be all based around long-term message storage. Channels in the sense that everything is stored, so it's relatively easy to be able to go back and look at historic data to see what's going on. From the workspace perspective, the workspaces down the left hand side here is I've got one, the FG one, which is for Falmouth Games Academy, so it's very geared up to what I'm doing academically, and I've got another one here which is for the Cornish games industry, which is completely unrelated. So what's particularly nice with this is that as a user of Slack, I can add my own workspaces that have nothing to do with the work that I'm doing at the university, and that means the students can as well. So if the students want to have some kind of space where they can talk about the course without any of the course staff being able to see that, there's a perfect environment for them to do that. In conclusion, I've found that Slack is a generally useful piece of software. We've used it a lot within the Games Academy and it tends to work quite well. However, we are sunsetting it now to work with Teams, and that's something that the department isn't totally happy about, but that's one of those things. Hopefully you can see from this that it is fairly flexible and scalable. In this case, it's working with lots and lots of different messages and workspaces and stuff, and you can run it with as few or as many as you want, and that makes it particularly useful. And I think from the financial perspective, given that it's free, it makes it highly encouraging for both academics and students to be able to use it. And it is something which is fairly industry standard. So for students that are looking to go into the kind of IT or digital creativity industries, it gives them relevant experience.